peace, the conquest of the self, peace, and passion cannot coexist. Two flames that cannot burn as one. Where one is present, the other is absent. A law as sure as night follows day. Understanding this truth is the first step in mastering the divine language of virtuous action, a tongue spoken by the soul. To recognize that peace and passion cannot dwell together prepares the individual to renounce the lesser, the wild, the fleeting, and embrace the greater, the still, the eternal, the paradox of seeking peace. While fostering passion, many seek peace, hands outstretched for its calm, yet cling to passion and strife. Hearts tangled in their thorns, they pray for rest, lips moving in quiet plea, but foster conflict, anger stoked, grudges nursed. This ignorance is spiritual misunderstanding. It is not to understand the essential principle of divine life, a blindness to the root of being. True peace is not found in external circumstances, wealth secured, foes vanquished, but in the mastery of one's inner world, a kingdom brought to order. The incompatibility of strife and peace, hatred, love, conflict, and peace cannot exist in the same heart, a garden too small for such opposites. When one is welcomed, the other must be rejected, a choice made with every breath. If a person harbors animosity toward others, a fire smoldering within, they will find that others harbor animosity toward them, a mirror reflecting back. Division in the world reflects the division within, a crack that runs both ways. A person who cultivates strife, bitterness sown, discord reaped, cannot expect peace to take root in their heart, a seed choked by weeds. The path of self-mastery, true bravery is not in conquering others, armies felled, voices silenced, but in conquering the self, a victory won in silence. Victory over another may be fleeting, a crown that rusts, but victory over oneself is enduring and transcendent, a throne eternal. Peace is achieved through self-conquest, a war fought on the battlefield of the soul. The struggle for peace does not lie in battling external forces, foes without, but in overcoming the internal turmoil, unregulated thoughts that race, unchecked desires that pull, and passions that disturb the soul like storms on a still sea. When a person realizes that the true enemy is within, a shadow cast by their own light, they begin their journey toward peace, a path lit by understanding, the realization that internal strife causes external turmoil, ripples from a troubled heart, is the first step on the path of self-mastery and true peace, a cornerstone laid. When a person overcomes the destructive forces of lust that blinds, anger that burns, pride that towers, selfishness that hoards, and greed that devours, they conquer the world, a dominion not of land, but of spirit. They have slain the enemies of peace, and peace becomes their constant companion, a friend who never departs. The nature of peace. Peace does not fight, does not raise its fist or its voice. It is not partisan, taking no sides in the fray, and does not shout in anger or force its will. True peace is found in its silence, its unassailable quiet strength, a whisper that carries more weight than a roar. Where force may impose submission, a yoke forced on the unwilling, peace transforms the heart, a seed planted in willing soil. The person who is overcome by force may harbor resentment, a wound festering beneath, but the one who is touched by peace is forever changed, a light kindled within. The heart that was once an enemy becomes a friend, a bridge built where a wall once stood. The power of peace. Peace is more powerful than force, a river stronger than stone. It is a quiet strength that works on the heart, not on the passions or fears, a balm rather than a blade. Where force fails, shattering but not mending, peace succeeds, healing what was broken. It shields the righteous, a shelter in the storm, protects the innocent, a guardian unseen, and provides a refuge from the struggles of the world, grief, rage, loss. In the presence of peace, the turbulence of the mind, sin that stains, remorse that weighs, greed that claws, and desire that gnaws are left behind. Shadows unable to cross the threshold, they remain in the realm of the self, a land abandoned, unable to follow the soul that has ascended to peace, a height they cannot reach, the journey toward divine peace. Beyond the shadows of the self lies the radiant plains of divine beatitude, a land bathed in eternal light, where the soul finds its true home. The journey toward this state requires the traveler to move through the swamps of passion, thick with mud and mire, the forests of vanity, dense with illusions, and the deserts of doubt, barren and dry. Yet, with unwavering determination, a fire that does not dim, the traveler advances toward the city of peace, step by resolute step. With each stride, they shed the burdens of strife, anger, fear, pride, and emerge as a humble yet radiant conqueror of the self, a crown earned through surrender. The city of peace is not a distant dream, a mirage on the horizon, but a reality for all who choose the path of self-conquest, a door open to the willing. It is the destination of those who understand that peace is not something to be sought in the outer world, riches, titles, praise, but something to be cultivated within, a garden tended with care. In this city, peace reigns supreme, a sovereign, unchallenged, and all who enter are embraced by its eternal light, a warmth that never fades,